What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists, and welcome to this episode of On the Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background as your hobby or paint along with me. I've had to redo this intro because I kind of forgot on the... yeah. Anyway, enjoy, grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever else you need, and let's get going.
Hello and welcome to this On the Bench episode. And yeah, my goblins that have been, I haven't touched them in weeks, but I've really got to get them finished up now. So yeah, so that's a thing. You need to get them all up to the same standard or the same kind of level. So some of them have tunics done and some do not. Well, he doesn't have his tunic done, he doesn't. So I'm going to look at the ones without their tunic done first. Because then I know that I'm going to have to do the belts as well. Now they've all got like kind of dark colours for their tunic. So I've got 5 here to do. And I'm going to be, well, I want to be trying out some new brushes today. Obviously not looping brushes. I bought a set of brushes, you see. And yeah, I think maybe a 2-0 is one I might use. We've got a 0 somewhere, haven't we? Yes, we've got a 0. 2, 0, 0, and 1. Yes. So I'm going to try these brushes out. Because I want to do a little, well, I want to see how they go. Right, so then, misters. So you want some tunics then, do you? Right, what sort of colour do we want to put on these tunics? And I don't know if you may be able to hear, you may not. The rain is absolutely hammering down outside. I'm up early today because I want to get a good start on the day. Got my coffee in one of these special mugs that keep it hot for longer. Oh yeah. This way I hope I don't end up grimacing at the last mouthful. And you got some wildwood here. It's a contrast paint. Do you know? I'm going to try one out. I'm going to try one out. Wildwood, straight from the pot. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. Which brush do I want to use? So I think I'll go with those 0. So no need to mix anything at this stage. Okay. So that's straight from the pot. Looking quite good. Not going over the belt area. They've also got pouches, by the way, so you know that's a thing I got to do as well. It would have been nice if some of them didn't have pouches, I have to say. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. I got these dudes cheap from eBay, so they're already built and stuff. Oh man, that rain. So, anyway, it's been a long time since I recorded an On the Bench. Between the last episode of On the Bench and this episode, it's been several weeks. So, and you will not notice that, but I certainly have. I've been recording some painting with patrons videos for my patrons. Obviously, if you want to support my Patreon campaign, head on over there, have a look. They're kind of like these, but obviously no adverts and stuff. That's just one of the series of videos you get over there. You get behind the scenes as well, and other stuff. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, this contrast paint, good idea. I think it was a good call. Contrast paints definitely have their value, I feel. You know, you just want to get something going pretty quick. So yeah, I finished my last block of work, and this is the first of my days off. I'm really, you know, wanted to get a start on the day. Ordinarily, I'd be still in bed, sleeping it off, as it were. But to me, it's just a waste of a life. If I can get up, I want to get up. I want to get stuff done. I'm aware that I need to be recording another episode of my solo RPG campaign. And honestly, I'm not going to be putting that up until I've got several episodes in the bag. I've got 2 done and dusted at the time of recording this, but I don't want there to be any gaps in it, really, if I can help it. I know life gets in the way sometimes, and I don't have the luxuries afforded to me by a lot of people that do this, that are in a position where they can lavish a bit more time on it. I dropped him on the floor then. That's okay. But I just don't have the time, so, because I'm incredibly busy with work. And yeah, it just seems to be getting busier. I don't know what they're going to do for Christmas. Whether they're going to take more people on. I don't know what's happening yet. So I just don't know. Yeah, I'm liking that though. Liking that. So much so I'm going to do another one. Yeah, contrast. I think in a situation like this, where I'm needing these guys for a possible video appearance, it's going to be ideal. I've got lots of stuff to do for the future though, projects, which I am excited about. Obviously, I'm still excited and pumped for Middle Earth, so yeah. So that's helping me big style. I know some people out there like the strategy game, war game Middle Earth. That does look cool, I'll be honest. But the beauty of the rule system I'm using at the moment for the RPG is that it has rules rule set. The rule set itself has the mechanics for large scale battles as well as like individual role playing and stuff. So wow, I was blown away by that. It's just amazing. So you can scale up. So say you came across, I don't know, the Battle of the Five Armies or something, you could, the rules there cover that, of how you could react and interact. Or if you had armies, one of the armies you could control. Brilliant. I can't rate it highly enough. It's really, really good. Man, that rain is incessant. So I realise I'm not zoomed in at the moment, but I don't want to be. I quite like this angle here. So my first impressions of the brushes, yeah, quite good. Haven't started washing them out yet, seeing how they go. I don't know how quickly they'll splay. They weren't the most expensive of brushes, but they took me, like, I need brushes, and I thought, do you know what? I'll take the plunge. I'll take a chance at. And the set itself, it looked quite good, and I do like the triangulated ergonomic handles that the Army Painter use. I love Army Painter brushes. They are probably my favourite overall. But sometimes you just got to try different things. I like Daler and Rowney and Teclon brushes as well. And I've got a couple of synthetic Winsor and Newtons kicking around somewhere. There we are. Right, so 3 more to go on this one. Yeah, so it's been a while since I did an on the bench, and I do like on the benches, and I need to do it. I need to get these goblins done. I've got lots of work to do today, so I want to make several videos today if I can. I want to make a video. I want to make a video about Resident Evil at some point. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Resident Evil 2. And I've been thinking about, I'm thinking ahead all the time. If my solo Middle Earth RPG campaign goes well, I'm hoping to do a season 2 with a different rule set, utilizing the rule set from the One Ring. And then after that, I'm hoping to do perhaps an Alien RPG campaign. All these things I want to try. Thinking I'd like to do the Alien one here on this desk, because I really don't think it would need a lot in the way of visuals. I don't think. Not like a bigger board that you would use for like Middle Earth. I don't think so anyway, but we'll see. I mean, I'm talking way ahead next year at this stage, I mean, I just want to get my excuse me. I just want to get my season 1 uploaded. Then I can, at least I can say, well, I tried. I had a go. And you'll either like it or you'll hate it. It's simple as that, really. It's nice to see Mr. Idic Beer 40k Necrons and more doing so well. He's really coming on with his channel, isn't he? Doing those Necrons. I mean, he must be absolutely loving the new Necron releases. I mean, I like the look of them. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I like Necrons, and I could quite easily get into them more. I've got quite a few Necrons. I mean, Tyranids are my main love, I suppose, but to have your army like that, I mean, and especially with that box set Indomitus that came out, I mean, that looked amazing. It really did. Just really cool. Sadly, I wasn't able to get that because, money and that. I've got to take care of things in real life first. That said, I have been able to get the odd thing here and there, just on a smaller scale. And I will be getting back into it hopefully next year. See what I'm coming back into then. See what I'm coming back into. But at the moment, anyway, it's impossible to get a game of anything with anyone. So that's why I've gone in for more of the whole solo thing. Because for the time being, that's how I'm going to be able to play, solo. Solo, baby. Last one of the tunics. I really should have done them all in contrast. what I will do is I will finish this guy, then I will wash my brush out and see how it reacts, particularly to the soap. I think I'll just do the belts in just a plain black, I think, because you're not going to be able to see that well anyway from the camera viewpoint. You're just going to see some bodies, you know, where they're marching or whatever they're doing. Got my heater on. It was cold this morning, it was a bit chilly. I came out here, I put the heater on. It wasn't raining when I came out here. Otherwise I would have probably brought a hat or something. I hate water going on my head and getting on my glasses particularly. Just a bug bite of mine. Is it a bug bite or a bugbear? Bugbear of mine. I don't know. It's annoying anyway. Yeah, I wished I'd thought of the. I think I did try the vacuum cups years ago. I don't know why I ever stopped using them. It might be time for a sip of coffee in a minute. Actually, I've finished this dude. He's pretty much there now. Right, okay. So that is tunics done. Lid on my wildwood. Brush into the soap. Yeah. Cleans brush is good. Ordinary household soap, folks. It really does. Ooh. I know some people that use shampoo. Right. But I've always favoured the bar of soap. Right. Well, looking at my brush, it seems to have maintained its shape well. Let's just zoom in a bit, I think. There we are. Right, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Nice and hot. Just how I like it. Right. Okay. Right, so I want to get these guys finished today. I really do. Because, I mean, the bases are done. I mean, it's just their belts and the pouches, really, now. So, pouches. Now, they could be a little bit of an issue. Because, well, I would use something like a bone colour for the pouches, but that paint dries up so quickly that it be difficult to do a large number like that. What colour did the person do their pouches on their ones they painted? Red, same colour as their boots. I don't think I'll be going down that road. And of course I've still got this AOS chappy to do here. He's nearly done. Nearly. So if I can get these off, that'll be a huge chunk off of the bench. And of course, my Dire Bear. Here, I think in terms of tabletop gaming, he's okay as is. So he can be, he can be sealed, I think. I'll turn my heater off, it's getting hot. That, and it's good to save on electric, is it not? Gloss, no. I want acrylic. Matte acrylic varnish. Here we go. Not going to use my new brushes for this. An old Daler and Rowney brush, very old. I do like Daler and Rowney. Good artist brushes they are. Good solid choice. Just making sure this is all mixed up well. Haven't even positioned my bin yet. Remiss of me. Right. Okay, so I've got to wait for. Well, I haven't got to wait for the tunics to dry, but it's obviously better if I do. Yeah, and then the belts and maybe buckles. You know, if I want to go in with highlights later on, then that's entirely up to me. I probably won't, given the usage I'm going to be using these goblins for. They might come in handy one day in a future role-playing game. Could probably come in handy for D&D actually, but haven't played that in such a long time. But anyway, so we'll get this Dire Bear done. Get him off the bench. It's actually Beeron, but he is a Dire Bear from Reaper, so yeah. I got things to do. I got a cave troll. Got some giant maggots to do sometime. I enjoyed the last session of the Middle Earth role playing campaign I was doing. Probably more than the first one. I felt I was able to relax a little bit more. I mean, honestly, the footage all went to bits. I had to refilm the last half of the second episode, and yeah, I mean, it put me back. It threw me back a couple of weeks, but you know, so be it. Oh, I just want to stand him up a bit. So, I watched another Deadliest Roads last night. Haven't seen one for about a week. Getting near the end of that spin-off now, which is a shame because I think it's a really good one. It's a really good series. It's good to see the Deadliest Roads, the truckers out of the cold environment. You know, it's and different, doing different things. It's pretty cool. I think it is anyway. Right, Dire Bear done. I've also got these guys painted by, well, these were my friend's figures bought them off him many years ago. Um, some of them, yeah, I thought they could be useful in my campaign. I got my wizards to complete Palenda. Well, what the blue wizards called again? I can't remember. Anyway, those I've got Gladio, I've got Haldir, I've got Gamling. To do. Right. So that's that. Nearing half an hour. We've got 26 minutes on the clock there. So what's next on the agenda? Well, belts, I guess, because that's going to be a bit easier, I feel. Belts. I could just go Black Templar with the belts, couldn't I think that'll be quicker. Yeah, contrast paint Black Templar because it's really strong in colour. And I feel that it'll be quicker because I won't have to mix the paint up, like fill it down, whatever else. Doesn't matter if it goes on thick, because when you're doing Black Templar as a contrast paint, you really need to add the medium with it. And I'm just not going to bother with this. You need to add some contrast medium if you're going to use them really for, like, say, I don't know, Death Watch or something like that. I mean, armour particularly. Right, now I'm going to use this 2-0 brush now, and start at the back. Yeah, this is good. I think this is going to go on well. Guess we'll see. I also watched a Star Trek Generations last night. It was the episode where Commander Riker brings back that game from Riser, and the crew become addicted to it. And of course, Wesley Crusher saves the day. No, but Buckle can be separate on this, I think, along with Commander Data, because obviously he wouldn't be affected by it. But the scoundrels put Commander Data out of commission. Right, so yeah, I remember it. I mean, I've seen them. No, I don't know how many times I've seen them, but the last time I watched the Star Trek Generations in its entirety was some time ago. But we're getting there. I think we're on season, is it four or five? I can't remember now. Quite a way through it. Right, so yeah, so I'm kind of doing this off camera, aren't I? Alright, come on, up, up, up. Up. Yeah. Now we've got seagulls. Cool, I nearly tipped my pot of Black Templar everywhere then, nearly. Perhaps I ought to invest in one of those Citadel paint pot holders. Do you know the ones? Basically, like, oversized rubber grommets, from what I can see, and you just plop your paint pot in them. If anybody else got any experience with that, let me know. We've all felt the pain of spilling our paints, haven't we? I think I did it with I've done it with washes. Obviously, it's the most common one because they're so thin. It's difficult to save it because this comes out straight away. Right. This 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 part of the model though to paint is going quite well, I feel. Might just put a shade wash on them. Up, 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 up. Yeah, I might just put a shade wash on. Rain has stopped at least. You can hear the odd drips now from the buildings and gutterings and whatever else. But at least the rain has stopped. Yeah. I suppose ordinarily now my coffee would be cold. But now I can drink it and it's still hot and nice. This is going rather splendidly. It's really coming on now. Yeah, I think I might just put a wash of some sort over the pouches. Their buckles, well, the buckles can be silver, I guess. Don't think they'd have anything golden. I really don't think they would. Not these goblins, anyway. These are goblins heeding the call of their unseen master. Yeah, I'll say it no more. You'll have to watch the series when it comes out to find out more. Why I'm spending so long on these. Doing them up. So I do enjoy the solo RPGs that are out there. I would also, I've mentioned before, I would really like to do a superhero one. And there are ones out there which aren't like, they're not Marvel or anything. It's like they have superheroes which are uncannily similar, I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. Because it means they're cheaper, ordinarily speaking. The games, that is. You know, if you got superpowers, you got superpowers. It doesn't matter whether you're Spider-Man or, you know, Arachnid Man. It really doesn't matter, does it? It's in the world of RPGing, you can be what you want. I played as a player years ago when I was a lot younger. As a player in a superhero game run by an old acquaintance of mine. And it was, you know, you made your superheroes and you had your own superpowers. Obviously, you had limitations on how powerful you could be. But yeah, I mean, I remember one guy had a really crap superhero called Orange Man. Do you know what his special power was? He was orange. That was it. Just trying to take people by surprise when they're going to, you know, hey, you're orange. Yeah, pretty much it. I think he had a couple of other minor powers, but his main power was he was orange. He could turn himself orange. Contrast paint, great. I love that it's so thin, very versatile. Well, I've got lots of things to do coming up. I'm super excited for, super duper uber excited for. Can't wait to show you stuff. Birds are singing now. That's nice. I always like to hear bird song, don't you? There, belts done. Just close the lid on Black Templar. Wash off our brush. Wow, that was dirty. Better. Right. So, I've regaled you with the tale of Orange Man. Ah. Oh, I've got another episode title in mind for one of these videos, which I find quite amusing. Actually, not many people will get it, but there might be even if just one person out there does, it'll be worthwhile for me. A bit like, you know, if you're playing a gig somewhere and no one's really reacting, but if just one person likes what you're playing and singing, then it makes it all worthwhile. I'm just trying to get some paint out of the lid of my wildwood because it's not shutting very well, so I'm just trying to do that. Not very successfully, I might add. Oh, there we go. Shuts a bit better now. Good. So, how's your week been? How's your week? Yeah, because these come out on a Friday now, don't they? Although I record them on a Wednesday, because Wednesday's my day off. Wednesdays are my Saturdays. my old Saturdays. Those are the days when you used to work Monday to Friday and have Saturday and Sunday off. Ah, nah, I don't either. Well, belts are done. What are belts? These guys are just you just done them red, boring. Right, so I need some sort of wash for the. I forget, maybe for the pouches, you know. Let's zoom out a bit more. That's better. You can see them all then, can't you? Much better. I'm thinking of using this wash on the pouches. Yeah, I know I've got green splodges on some of them, but generally speaking, I think it's all right. I'm going to use an older brush for this, though. Regiment, perhaps? No. Actually, what have we got there? Let's go with a 3. Going with a 3, size 3 brush for this, because it's I'm just trying. No, it's not going to work. That's a shame. That's a great shame. Alright, let's dab it off. But yellow may be the way to go, though, I'm thinking. Avalon Sunset. I've gotten through a lot of Avalon Sunsets in my time. I don't know why I've used that colour more than many others. I've got a desert yellow, very similar. So right, I'm going to use that then. Desert yellow by Vallejo, model colour, desert yellow. Yeah. More of a tan colour, I would say. I'm not sure if this is going to dry out really quickly, so I'm going to put some retarder in it. 2 drops. And I'll just mix it up. More than enough here. It's a bit thick. Yes, thick. That's alright. Still using our size 3 brush. That's okay. Yeah, it's more like a light brown. It says desert yellow, but like I say, light brown would be more accurate, but it doesn't matter. As long as it's different from the tunic, really. Okay. Right, that's him then. Oh, good. We'll do it line by line this time, I think. We've all got these damned pouches. Yeah, that's okay. So, I don't know what projects you guys are working on now, because obviously this is several weeks in advance. So, let me know. Let me know in the comments below what projects you are working on. Love to hear about that. Do you know it's starting to get chilly again? Heating's got to go on, I'm afraid. On it goes. That's the way of it in the winter. My heating goes off, on, off, on, off, on. Yeah, then I'm going to get these guys RPG tabletop ready today. I've got a lot of tidying up to do in the studio today. So I've got a lot of that to do. Yeah, some of these goblins have darker skin. Well, I figure it's a bit like, any race, really. Skin tones and colours would vary. They're not all going to be like all green or all brown, are they? All different. At least that's the way I figure it. And variety is the spice of life, as they say. I've got one more week at work and then I've got a week off, so that'll be nice. Looking forward to that. I am. Because it really is hard work. I mean, physically demanding. Not in the sense that Royal Mail was, like, running. But you're still rushing around. And sometimes you're rushing around lifting like heavy stuff, all the booze and the drink and whatnot, and quickly you got to quickly put it in and skittle off next. So you're on a timer. It's hard to keep that up all the time. So but yeah, everywhere you go, it's all KPIs, isn't it? I can't stand KPIs. No matter what job you do, always targets. That's why I'd like to. That's one reason I would like to work for myself. Yeah. I know from past experience it can be a bit of a pain with the taxes and everything, but I would love dearly to be able to work from home, be my own boss. And if I'll push myself if I want to push myself. Not because I have to push myself. It makes a difference. It's your choice. It does. I think my coffee is going to be still drinkable even when I've done this stage. Am I going to get these goblins finished in this video? No. Will they be finished before the next video? Yes. So, yes and no. Yeah, that'll be good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting these pouches done. This really is the ultimate usage for an on the bench doing something like this. I mean, this is boring. This is repetitive work. Doing the same thing on each model, and each model is identical. It's not like they're even slightly varied, like you could get on, say, Space Marines or something. But yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I'll work on the back row now, I think. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the heat from that heater again, which is good. Anyway, I've had a quite good little run of it lately, stats wise in work. So I've been keeping on top of my game. But like I say, it's hard. You know, it's not easy. Not easy to do. Right. No, he was the back row, wasn't he? So, right, chaps, you coming forwards. I'm gonna do you first. We're nearly there. There's like hideous areas of white glaring out at you on a model because you haven't painted the area. So we're getting rid of that at least. At least we're getting rid of that. I mean, these aren't even going to be used in a war game. They're just going to be utilized for RPGs. So you don't need to be mega. We're not looking at crystal brush standard here. Haha, definitely not. No golden demons in this neck of the woods. Although it would be nice to be able to paint that good. I think a lot of it, with regards to painting, a lot of the awesomeness you see, it comes down to patience. And as far as these guys go, I'm not patient, and I'm totally okay with that. You know, if you're okay with it, then what does it matter? It matters not, does it really? So I think buckle and shade wash and seal, and we're good on these guys. Yeah, boy. Haha. Nearly done, nearly done. What are we looking at time wise? Well, coming up on the hour, folks. I reckon I'll do these because if I edit out some stuff, that'll be better. The video always gets a bit shorter when you edit it anyway, doesn't it? So yeah, this is amazing. I know I said I had loads to talk about, but that will come in another video. And yeah, see, really, I need to get these guys off the bench so that I've got room on the bench so I can deal with the other stuff I want to talk about. There, that's a thing. I do have an unboxing I want to do at some point. Right, righty-ho. shade washes take up a lot of slack on a quick paint job, don't they? If you if you're painting and you don't quite reach the end, like the edge of someone's armpit or something like that, you know that your shade wash is just gonna sort that out for you. Just correcting a blindingly obvious error there. There you go. There you go, son. Nearly done. It was just like a speed painting challenge here. Talking about challenges, my Halloween painting challenge. Looking forward to uploading that. It's in 4 parts. It is for solely my patrons, and the first 2 parts will be going up on the day before Halloween, which is my daughter's birthday, and the other 2, so if I remember, I've got to I'll put one up in the morning, part 1 in the morning, part 2 in the afternoon, and then on Halloween itself the same again will be had, although part 3, sorry, may go up in the afternoon. Part 4 will go up in the evening. Yes, it's all stuff I've got to do. But they're uploaded to YouTube, so they'll be available on my Patreon site on the days. I thought, because they don't get a lot of traction anyway, so I might as well make them for my patrons, because that's a very niche market. And yeah, I've really learned a lot about Halloween this year. I was researching it a little bit. Now I know more about it. I think I'll enjoy it a lot more now. Last one. I did way too much paint, but oh well. So be it. So be it, folks. Here we go. Looking good, looking good. There we go. Ah, now that is pod racing, as Anakin Skywalker once said. Well, this is pod racing. Yeah. Wash my brush. Awesome. Pretty impressed with the brushes thus far. And that's it. Glasses off. Coffee. Zoom in a bit there. Yeah, so there he is. See him. Sergeant Goblin. Oh yes, good idea with these bugs. Keeps it nice and warm for so much longer. And I don't get that awful cold mouthful. I mean, I like iced coffee, but when it's meant to be ice cold, just something wrong about a hot coffee going cold, I think. Right, so that's it. So we're at 1 hour and 1 minute and 54 seconds at that point in time. I edit this down, it'll be hopefully just under the hour. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I really love doing these with you. I really, really do. I've missed this so much, and I need this so much. Thank you. These will be gone, these goblins, before the next episode. So there'll be something new on the desk then. Thanks for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war. And I'll see you bad boys on the next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.